Sometimes it can sort of interfere, say if I want to go out but I'm not feeling too well, then obviously I need to stay home and I need to get extra medication done in order to stay on top of my lungs, because if it starts to deteriorate it's a lot harder to pick back up than it is to maintain it.
I was 30 when Beth was born, and at that time the life expectancy for cystic fibrosis was 31. So I can remember thinking, I haven't done everything I want to do. I've got 3 young kiddies, and actually my life's supposed to start, you know, with the family and all the rest of it, and this isn't what I want for my children. Beth was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when she was 6 weeks old. She was born at home and was quite poorly right from the outset, but as we had 2 older children that both were healthy, we had no idea that cystic fibrosis was in our family, which is quite common. My husband Graham and I both carry the faulty gene, so we had a 1 in 4 chance of any of our children being born with CF.
It affects the majority of your organs and your body, mainly involving the lungs, so you get a build-up of thick mucus in your chest. It's a lot harder to clear and it sort of sticks a lot more than the average person would. Also my pancreas, it doesn't produce the right enzymes that you need to sort of digest all your food and fats within the food, so I have to take tablets as an artificial enzyme. They will digest my fat. At Great Ormond Street, I was asked to go into a research program investigating sort of the effects of exercise on CF and on lung function in CF patients.
The first time I saw Beth, she was very nervous. She's very shy, very quiet. Her fitness levels weren't the best, if I'm deadly honest. She would have to pause within 3 to 5 minutes and have a break. Now we're able to constantly train for 10-15 minutes without having a break. Her fitness level's gone up hugely. She doesn't get sick as much. She's also much more confident, which I think has come through boxing. She's improved massively. So the exercises involved would be, we go through phases. So we'll do a warm-up round where it would just be straight punches, just continuous punching just to warm our hands up. And then after that we go into combinations, and that will involve defensive work, which is rolling under, slipping my punches, and her counteracting it.
I've been boxing for about a year now. It has shown a clear improvement in the effects that it's had on my lungs. My lung function has stayed at the very high level and has even sometimes improved.
You know, you can't just make them do exercise that other people can do. You know, you've got to think about how they're going to recover, which I'll do with my PT clients, but this is different just from the way they get sick a lot easier. They can't train as intensely as other children. So it's a lot more complex, but it gives you a lot more to think about.
If he knows that I'm doing well, he works hard to maintain it at that level, which is really nice. I think that I'm more confident in things that I'm doing, even just generally going to school. I feel like, because I've shown progress so much through the training, that I can progress in everything else, and I feel sort of more determined to do well.